Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday evening, 8 p.m., and you're listening to the home of Commodore 64 remixes, Slay Radio. Let us spice up your evening with Slaygon's incoherent ramblings.
Anywho Hazel.
And Ziona's pro dance moves to the best selection of remixes, sits, and demo scene tracks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this thing. Slay tuned.
Hello.
You missed the fiddly doom, so I was.
Yeah, I know, because I was worried the thingy didn't start thingying until now. Anyway, never mind.
Yeah. So hello everyone. It's 2020, and yes, we haven't been doing a show for almost a month. So welcome back, everyone, and. Hope that meanwhile you enjoyed Boz's shows and some other live shows if you would like to. And I think Bozwank would comment something here, never mind. And I hope that the year started as good as possible for you. And we are still trying to catch up right now. So since this is the first show of the year, and also, very important, 4 days left until you can vote for the best. While. That's something that I always fuck up whenever I try to say that. So, 4 days left while you can vote for the ROTY Award candidates. So the Remixer of the Year Awards will happen somewhere around February, and the voting deadline is in 4 days. So
remix64.com/roty.html.
Yeah.
There's a link on the Slay Radio page. If you go there, the topmost news item there has a link if you can't be asked to type it.
Yeah, so important, you can very easily get there from Remix64 and place your bets on your favorites, because the better and the more votes we get, the bigger competition it will be, and it will be more exciting.
And we would hopefully avoid the thing from last year where we had a massive kind of fuck up basically on the Amiga remix department, where from the top 5 we had like 15 songs because there were so few votes that so many of them shared the top 5 positions.
Yeah, indeed.
So more votes. Good votes are good. More votes are good votes.
Indeed. So yeah, you don't want this to be repeated. So make sure that you place votes on all your favorites that you liked the most from 2019. And therefore, we do songs only from 2019 today. So you can and you have to. Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to, but
yes, you have to.
Requests are very welcome today. And not especially from 2019. They are only welcome from 2019 because it's very useful for everyone. You might not know all the songs that came out. It's quite an amount actually. It's 139 C64 remixes.
That's a few.
That has been created during last year, and 49 Amiga remixes. So these are nearly 200 tracks, and of course it's nearly impossible if you don't have enough time to listen to all of these. But if we get nice suggestions from 2019, then everyone would be helped a little bit, at least before the voting ends. So yeah, make sure.
If you don't vote for any or request something from 2019, I'm gonna sneak up in your bedroom during night and cut your hair.
That's especially scary for bald people, I guess.
Oh yeah. But
So-
there's other things to cut.
Or there are other type of hairs, you mean? Okay, that starts to sound intimate. You are going to the bedroom and cut any other types of hair, but you don't want to go there. You want to vote for ROTY Award candidates. So make sure to do that. And today we start the show with an exceptional request because
Oh, it's not that exceptional, except the song is exceptionally good. And it's
No,
one of
it's
my
very
all-time Amiga favorites of all time. by
that's
Romeo
the
Knight.
only thing. That's the only thing that makes it exceptional. Let's say that you prefer C64 remixes much more than Amiga remixes, and we know that. So you have a very strong preference. Yet your recommendation now is an Amiga remix from 2019. So how about Cream of the Earth, Firefox Dirty Drummer remake versus Romeo Knight?
Play it.
Yeah, I would love to. You let it at the end.
Sorry.
Hi again. Yeah, Poco is very, very unsatisfied that we are doing a show and we are not up there with them.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did a show, so it's a bit unusual for them.
Yeah, it's been almost a month actually. Technically,
Yeah,
it's 3
weird.
days and it
Yeah.
would be a month. But the thing was that we've been partially having the break and we've been also partially having a lot of things to attend to. So
And also some fucking flu thing in between there.
yeah, we also had a cold, both of us. Like at the start of the year, I was barely able to get out from it, and then I went to work. So yeah, some of my colleagues weren't really happy, and I really tried to cure as quick as possible. But yeah, at the moment when I didn't sneeze, because sneezing is spreading the love around, basically. At the moment when I stopped sneezing, I kind of just wanted to be there. Yeah. And yes, Poco, yes. I think everyone can hear her now.
Yeah,
And the complaining voice.
She was kind of climbing up halfway onto the table back here, and then I noticed the camera was out of focus, so unfortunately I don't think anyone saw her.
Aww. Anyway, now it's under my chair. Now she is under my chair. Yeah, Poco. Okay. And we will see what this evening brings, because I see that it's not only us that are barely have woken up yet. The people are also not very active when it comes to requests. So people, make sure you request your favorite songs from 2019. And if you are out of ideas, then we will give you some, because there were several great songs from 2019.
And if you go to remix64.com and go to the music and I guess 64 or Amiga charts, you can choose the drop down at the top there and choose 2019, and then you can sort them in all sorts of order. But if you start by doing that, then you have a list of all of the things that were released in 2019.
Yep, make sure you check it out if you are out of ideas. And there was a question on Facebook. Do you intend to set up a Discord server? We know the answer, but
already answered on Facebook that I kind of dislike Discord, so probably not. But I have started working on an alternative. The problem I have with Discord is basically that it would be a separate place yet again. So that would just add on top of the already existing ones. Plus, I would want to have something I can integrate on the actual homepage instead of having a separate place to go to. So I'm working on something that could kind of scrape in stuff from IRC, YouTube, and Facebook, and potentially Twitch in the future, or any other thing we might want to stream to. So if there's any programmers out there that would love a bit of a challenge, there you go. That would be a good project to start with. Don't you think?
well,
And it's basically doohickeys, and I'm kind of busy trying to get all the Slay Radio stuff migrated to a new server as well. So that's a lot of kind of things going on in the background.
Yeah, he's been very busy. So yeah, both of us have been very busy the past weeks, but I think good things are coming out of it, so that's the most important. And soon we can sit back and relax a bit, which is also very nice thing to do.
No, that will never happen.
It's I almost forgot how it feels, but I told him that soon we have to take such a break that we will be completely free of screens, like completely out in the woods, maybe possibly in a small village or whatnot, in a wellness hotel, and we do nothing.
A little thingy here. It's kind of a controller app for when we do broadcasts, and partly also, as you see on the buttons there, a controller for Cubase. So kind of fun stuff.
It's
You know,
logical. You just bring them together because why not?
it's just fun.
Yeah, I know, right? So, since you suggested an Amiga remix, which is actually it's pretty much at the first place right now
It
on
is.
the list, right? Yeah,
Because it's good.
It's rated as the best Amiga remix of 2019, but still, ROTY Awards is a different type of voting, so the generic voting doesn't play a part in it. Yet you can make the track as a ROTY candidate if you want to, with the checkbox there. So just so you know, but for the ROTY Awards you have to vote separately, so it's not enough that you vote for the songs on Remix 64. Anyway, since you...
Yeah, I'm just switched to the overview camera and took some lights over there in the darkness.
It's a pity that you don't see her face. She looks so surprised as usual with her favorite what the fuck face.
Yeah,
Yes.
Want to fuck face?
What the fuck? WTF?
Technically, I could actually switch on the cameras, the remote cameras that we used for Beat Live. So I could use the mobile phone to show her face.
Technically.
But I haven't set it up on this machine. I only set it up on the laptop.
I think we have
so-
enough things to pay attention to at the moment. So
Yeah, fuck. It's always fun to do stuff and things.
we know that.
And also, stuff and things. Go and request something, will you? Slayradio.org, live, make request. Thanks. Anything from 2019. Well, anything, any remix thing. Commodore 64 or Amiga remix.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
thanks.
Max Levine had a request, but
Hello,
I'm
Max.
afraid that this is not from 2019. I have to check it out, but I don't think so. Thing bounces back, and no, it's from 2019. Oh, it's my bad. Yeah, exactly, because there were several there are 3 remixes of Thing Bounces Back, and yes, it is from 2019. So
Excellent.
excellent, it's
Let's
perfect.
play it then.
Yes, I'm just doing some adjustments here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. So, Max Levine's suggestion, if you like, from 2019, it was released in January. lovely little track.
Indeed.
There is something to it. So, yeah, really nice.
Really, 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 really nice.
Really, really. Well, I mean, it's like it has some room to improve, of course, but the basic concept is really nice from Sound Logic.
Yeah,
So
it's bouncy.
And this
and
track,
jolly.
This track is always bouncy. So I wonder if anyone could make a slow remix
I could.
out of. I bet you could, and it would be dramatic and dark and cinematic.
Well, not necessarily cinematic.
Well, not necessarily, but dark for sure. Ooh, I would love to hear that actually. That remix I cannot imagine as being dark and slow.
I should experiment a little bit.
Haha. I knew that you're gonna take the challenge.
Well, I just said experiment a bit. I didn't say I'm gonna do it.
No, you didn't promise anything. And Shema Robert Majewski, who just joined us.
Gesundheit.
Shema is, I just figured it out actually, that it's almost like Shena in Swedish.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if they had any connections, like historical connections, the Poles and the Swedes in this regard. This regard, by the way. I guess you dislike this chord, but you like chord, ha. So I'm sorry, but yeah, it's an interesting thing. Shema in Polish is coming from jak się masz, which is how are you. So that's the short version, and it's a slangy version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just for your information. And Shena, where is Shena coming from?
I actually don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Maybe you stole here and there. When the Vikings, stole expressions when the Vikings went.
Or maybe we invaded and gave them the Shena. It's like knock with the axe and the Shena.
No,
any
you didn't.
wives we could steal.
Absolutely not. You couldn't have, because on their language it makes sense, and on your language, if on your language it doesn't, then probably you were the ones adapting it. That's the way how it works.
We did take a few slaves as well, so who knows?
Right. The Viking nation. Of course, I shouldn't say something like that, right? Anyway, the people start to wake up like very slowly. I see that they are active on Facebook and probably on YouTube as well. I don't see that.
Yeah,
and on IRC.
The YouTube keeps complaining about stream health. It's not the usual green, so I don't know what's going on there. But so I had to ask Andrew. C Old Fart said, yeah, it's fine. It's streaming in 1080p and blah blah blah. So all seems fine.
Yeah, excellent.
All
so,
good.
In absence of requests, we will play some recommendations.
Requests?
Yeah, it's not that important. We can play whatever we like as well. It's fine. I prepared a very nice song, for instance.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and
but after that, we're all out of ideas. So if we don't get any requests, that's the show. And thank you and good night.
No, we are not out of ideas. You might be. I'm not. I have a lot of ideas what to play today. But this particular one is special because it won the...
Special.
It won the Back in Time Live 2019 remix competition.
Signify.
And I think they have a very good chance for going to the title, to get the title of the remix of the year. And if I remember correctly, they took that with the previous Supremacy as well.
I think they did, yes.
I think they did. So, it's a very well done medley made out of Rob Hubbard's and Matt's stuff. And just give it a listen. If you don't know it yet, you should. Yeah, good news. Malthus arrived to the IRC channel, and funnily enough, he wonders as well, where is everyone? And
we're here. Hi.
Everyone is at least here in the studio. No, that's not everyone. Hopefully, there are some listeners behind those numbers that we see at least.
Yeah, Boz just popped in on the YouTube chat, so it's kind of lively over there today. It kind of weird. Sometimes it's more lively on the Facebook chat, and sometimes more lively on the YouTube thing.
And sometimes on IRC.
Yeah, which is why I would want to kind of have something that combines all of those into one. And you can just go to slayradio.org and they will all be there.
Yep. Yeah, and Malthus is asking if the requester is still broken. I mean,
on
the IRC
yes,
requester.
On IRC
yes,
it is. The webpage still works.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it does. We know that because Max Levine managed to get a request in.
And now Malthus did too. But
did he?
Yeah, Malthus did as well. But of course, from IRC, it won't come through. So I will make a note of that, Malthus. Excellent. And he requested Last Ninja by Wobbler. Let's hope that is from the last year, but I think Wobbler released a couple of tracks in 19.
Yeah, I think like 17 or something. No, 7 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
6. It was 6.
Okay.
It was 6 from 2019.
So it's him and then Johan Andersson with 8, I think. So yeah, 2 of the most prolific people on there last year.
Yeah, and I think it's like mostly we were also like barely woken up yet, so it's still the start of the year, even if it's half of February has already passed, but it still feels like we are just trying to get the wheels rolling and start up. So and I think more and more people now started to join, by the way. So
that's good.
Yeah, indeed.
Hello people
and non-human beings.
Hello cats.
So was this hello on cat language?
Yeah, it's get out of my territory, meow.
No, you don't supposed to say that. They're supposed to stay here.
Yeah, but there's always a fight when they cross territory, so that's just they know what to do with that.
So you mean the listeners have to fight to stay with us?
No.
Okay, well, that sounds bad.
Only the cat listeners.
Oh my god.
Andrew Kroll says, blah, blah, blah. He got my Bandcamp link from the Kickstarter. No email yet on the media delivery. Yeah, the Kickstarter for the 8-Bit Symphony with all the media and whatnot. There's still 4 or 5 tracks left of the orchestral stuff to be done. I'm gonna make a backside for the Cinematic 64 stuff. And after that, I'm guessing somewhere beginning or middle of February, the stuff will go out to print and then start being sent out, I guess, towards maybe the... I guess end of February, because 20th of February we will be in Prague for the 8-Bit Symphony Pro thing to record that bugger as well.
Bugger.
Bugger. And we'll see if we can actually broadcast something from there, like behind the scenes kind of thing or something.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool to broadcast from the, controller room or something. That would be kind of awesome.
So proper acoustics would be nice.
You wouldn't get that on the stream. It would be a behind the scenes kind of thing.
Yeah, well, okay. I know.
And boss said, "Tee, you said backside." I did indeed.
Really?
Backside.
Those 2 guys are horrible when it comes to backside.
Yeah, well,
seriously.
I think it was the first or second year, maybe, that Boz moved here to Sweden. I got a very nice birthday gift from him. a book called Butts or Behinds or something like that.
Backsides.
A book with only asses in it.
The face doesn't matter. The ass should be good. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. Right. Let's carry on with a song.
You know me too well.
Oh, that was so difficult to get to know you.
No, I mean Boz for the book.
Yeah, right.
Getting me the book and whatnot.
For him, it was extremely difficult to get to know you.
Oh yeah. And we never talked about asses ever. Yeah. So it was
and
a
many
wild,
other things, most likely.
Wild guess from his side.
And hi, Armandox. Nice to see you around as well. And,
hello, Armandox.
And
first year Boz says, yeah.
First year.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
he even
that's-
remembers.
Yeah, that's how easy I am to kind of get to know.
In the first year. Okay, what he likes? He likes S's. Let's get him a book full of S's. Right. Okay. That works too. I'm fine with that. So, I was thinking, if we can...
Wow, did it hurt? Because it does
It hurts so much.
Every
Yeah,
time
it
I do
hurts.
it hurts.
Yes,
So much.
Exactly. It still hurts so much because it's still like this very, very sleepy, dark winter going on here. And I would just go into a cave like the bears, and then sleep for a while. But we are not doing that now. We are doing great songs here. And there is a song that has been remade in 2019. And it's a very interesting fact that it's on the first and the second place by ranking when it comes to the best remixes of 2019.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's called the famous Fire Lord, by the way. And Glennar Brown is on the first place.
Glenars.
Again, the S's.
Yes,
I
of
cannot
course.
believe it. Okay. I won't say Glenn S. Brown.
You just did.
Oh my God, S. Brown. that starts to go to a very wrong direction.
You brown nose.
So Glennar Brown is on the first place with the 8-bit symphony version of Fire Lord, and Peter Clark just follows him on the second place.
Both are
A nod
fucking excellent.
to Glenn. Yeah, so I thought that, since this beautiful, very nice, awesome, amazing event called 8-Bit Symphony was happening in 2019 as well, we should definitely play Glenn's version
I think
as
that
one of
is
the
an
recommendations.
excellent idea.
Yeah. Yes, still expected it to be ending before the last sound came. That's kind of, yeah. Anyway, that was Glenn R. Brown and Firelord from the 8-bit symphony version. That song was also released in 2019, and you can also vote for it on the ROTY Awards, which is like you have 4 days left until the deadline. So make sure that you go and vote, and we try to help you with this. And you can find all the information at remix64.com/roti.html.
And Immortal joined us on YouTube, but he misspelled his own name and became now Immoral.
Immoral. Yeah, I love such misspellings. Freud is doing something in the background.
What a letter can do.
A lot of things.
Apparently so.
So yeah, the voting will be available until Sunday 19th. So this week, and it's over. So
Yes.
make sure you go there in the next 4 days, and now you can listen the entire evening for our and your suggestions combined.
And if you have no suggestions, we have a randomizer.
Oh, we have a randomizer as well, but this is not why I prepared you to get the randomizer working. But it was because a request, there was a specific request that wants a random remix. So we will play a random C64 remix later on from 2019.
But if we're out of ideas, we can do the random thing, just random.
Yeah, we can also do the random thing, just random. But there were like many good things happening last year to remember
definitely.
of. So I think it's really worth to kind of feature some songs out of the crowd and just remind you and everyone for them. It's worth it. And Armandox had a question on IRC.
Oh, did he now?
Can I have some catnip and a can of Pringles to make Slaygon happy? Wow. I mean, I don't know how you got to this conclusion, but maybe you can, because it's sometimes...
Pringles work, catnip not so much.
Well, but without catnip, it would be very smelly here. Let's admit that.
What? No. Catnip is this kind of thing that you put in toys and whatever that cats just love. So
isn't it included in the litter box?
No, that's cat sand. Catnip is that kind of... I guess it's some sort of leafy thing or something.
Oh, right.
It's something that they just they get basically high.
How cool.
image search for cats on catnip, and you will see they got these eyes that are just, they're stoned to hell and back.
Right. Yeah, well, maybe that works too then, and I learned something new in English. That's always a great English lesson for me as well. But Armandox, you are in the Netherlands. And that means that there are other things than catnip that you could make probably
exactly
you happy as well.
Weed is human beings catnip. And he says that Firelord track was very nicely scored and arranged. It was done by Glenn R. Brown.
Yep. The good old Glenn. And I did not have an opportunity to meet him on 8-Bit Symphony. He was there.
Yeah, I know. I missed him entirely too.
We just missed him.
Yeah.
But we still hope that there will be like more things happening in the future when we might be able to talk a little bit. And maybe later on we might be able to talk with him on air. Who knows?
Yeah, he might actually come over to Prague. So I don't know how many people are coming there, but... it's a bit of a bunch, so but not like bit live level of people, so should be easier to kind of actually talk to people.
Yeah, let's see what we can do. And Matus had a request, and he requested Wobbler and The Last Ninja. Am I really? And also from 2019, obviously. Make sure, people, that today you request Amiga and C64 remixes from 2000.
Am I really the last?
Well, maybe you are, maybe you are not, who knows? But this was Wobbler and the Last Ninja.
And
Am
yes, he
I
really is Wobbler.
And Poco had a comment about that. Hi, Poco. Okay, then. Okay, then. So yeah, she's still surprised that we are broadcasting. We are surprised too. No, just kidding.
It just came as a surprise, just out of nowhere.
No, we knew we gonna make it. We just didn't know when to start. Yes, Poco, don't complain. I know. My God, horrible. And yeah, we are happy to play any 64 or Amiga remixes from 2019 today. I just put an emphasis on it because people are coming around. Andy sends his greetings, by the way, and he wanted to hear a Whizball version, but unfortunately there wasn't one in 2019, so I cannot help that fact. And today we strictly stick to our last year because 4 days left, and that's not that much time to decide. And if you are like don't have enough time to listen through all the songs, at least we will show some that was very memorable from
so you better
19.
look.
So you better look and listen, and yeah, mostly listen. Yeah, sure, you can look at YouTube and Facebook, but that doesn't really matter, to be honest. The voting won't be about the videos. Right. So soon you can fire up that random function that you prepared.
It's on and running. So
it's on and running.
Yeah.
Okay. So after the next song.
Yeah.
After the next song,
great.
we will play Jesko's request in a form of a random remix.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Then we agree. I'm happy that we agree.
Oh.
What happened?
I'm trying to get the mobile kind of thingy working. But
Never mind. Okay, then
no,
let's
it's
play
not
a song.
Never mind.
Yeah, you can make it work. Like meanwhile we play something.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe. Okay.
I was trying to.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
But I was too slow, and I know what I need to do, but I can't be asked to do that now. So yeah, not gonna happen.
And I know what I'm gonna play now.
Oh, that's good.
I
What are
guess
you
that's
gonna
good.
play? Soap.
Someone very nice did a debut, like a start last
debut.
year on her own handle, and it's her, so it cannot be
Is it
many
her?
remixers. It's her.
The
Yeah.
movie Her. The movie Her.
Not the movie Her. We are still talking about remixes. Damn it. But yeah, that was also a good movie. So since it's her, not him, that there couldn't be many of those because, unfortunately, we still don't have enough girls making remixes on the remix scene. But Lea did debut last year with a really good quality song where she is actually singing as well. So we will play now Disgrace Dreamers remix.
They call us dreamers, but we are the ones who don't sleep. They call us dreamers, but we are
So Leo and Disgrace Dreamers remix, and interestingly enough, Bitin requested that at the time when the song was played or slightly before. So that one was going for Bitin as well. And I figured out that there was a Visbol version in 2019. So sorry about that. I probably mistyped it, so that's why I haven't found it. But before that, we do Kieshko's request, which was a random remix, and we do a random 64 remix now. And Slaygon will take care of the randomizer. So I wonder what it might be.
I have a number for you.
Yeah.
25.
25. Let's check it out. Peter Clark. It wouldn't be bad. Peter Clark's name is kind of a guarantee that it wouldn't be bad.
Always good.
Yep. And the song is called Nemesis, The Arrival. Oh. Yep, and he released it in July. So, yeah, slightly after the middle of July. So, The Arrival, first wave, Nemesis. And this goes for Kieshko, who wanted a random remix.
At the present time, all systems are go, all lights are green.
Source of transmission located. Signal originates in Sector 87.
Warning! Warning! Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Battle stations! Battle stations! Battle stations! We are under attack!
Puko commented on the track. So how did you like it, Puko?
And now she doesn't have an opinion anymore.
Yeah, she told it all, so she won't add anything else. So that's her opinion. Yeah, so, yep, Peter Clark and Nemesis The Arrival, a random request. And we can make actually more of them if anyone... Well, no, you should not request a number here because you can look it up, so that's not good. No, but you can definitely have random requests as well because we never know where we end up and it's always exciting. And of course, people usually tend to ask for their favorite songs, which, well, most of them you know, because we definitely played like a significant amount of them last year.
I guess that's kind of the point of the show, to play people's favorites of the year. So maybe if it's their favorite, maybe they want to kind of sway other people to vote for those tracks or people as well.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the point, and that's why we wanted to encourage you to ask songs today, because it's always interesting to hear others' favorites as well. And maybe we have missed something. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. There's been a number of times I kind of hear a remix like 2 years later and went, huh? Why
This
haven't
has
I heard this
happened?
before? What the hell gives? Oops, and I just realized I'm a stupid twat. Twice, actually. Because I just realized that you can pop out the chat on YouTube. So you can have that in its own window.
Ah, right. That's useful.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And Kjell Breding joined us a little while ago, said he was listening to the show earlier with his son before he had to go to bed, and he liked the music. And that Kjell might be the reason why, because they do have their gaming evenings or weekends, well, evenings and weekends, I guess, where they play games on retro computers, including the 64.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
so
nice.
nice. Yeah. It's always great. It's nice to hear about that. Especially when, currently, some of my friends as dads show those retro games to the kids, and they are really happy to play with them, most of them.
Yeah, there's
So-
something to say about the kind of playability of the games on simpler machines. You had to rely a lot on the gameplay rather than fancy graphics or sound effects or whatever. It was just the gameplay that was of importance,
Yeah.
because that was all you had, basically.
Yeah, nowadays some games are just too easy to play as well. So you don't have that difficulty level. And I mean, not all of them, of course. Exceptions are always out there. But overall, it's like way more things to pay attention to, and the user experience and everything, which makes it a bit easier to handle those games.
Mm-hmm. And the vessel says, so the son is still awake after putting daddy to bed. Let's play something for the kiddo. Yeah, I know that one. You went to put the kid to bed and read something to the kid or whatever, and like I did to my son a number of times. And instead of him falling asleep, I did. That's annoying.
But daddy!
You're like having a party at home or whatever, and you say, "I'll just put the kid to bed. I'll be right out." And then the kid wanders out, and then, "Daddy fell asleep."
Ah, so sweet. Yeah, and Immortal, I see that you requested songs from 2019, and yes, we will play them. And now, Andy's request is coming, and it's an Amiga remix. That's also worth to mention.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Shetil and Orgasmic Chipper 2019 remix. So just so you know, memories of BitLive and all of that, because Shetil is member of Fastloaders. So, and I saw a request coming from Back in Time Live 2018. That is not 2019. I think technically if it was uploaded in 2019, then it qualifies to our songs. But if it was uploaded before, I have to check it out. Then unfortunately it doesn't. So now it's Shetil and Orgasmic Chipper. hopefully this gave you some energy and thank you for requesting this little ditty because it's very nice. And bouncy.
Happy and jolly and whatnot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. It's everything that you wouldn't do with a song.
Yes, exactly.
Because you're from the dark side, as we know it.
From the dark side.
Join the dark side of the Force.
Mm-hmm.
We were watching, actually rewatching Lord of the Rings. Well, the rewatching part is not entirely true from my end because I was working meanwhile, but the marathon version, like the 4-hour version of each of them.
Extended versions.
Yeah, extended versions, and we started to wonder how people could fit into categories like, elves and hobbits and, Slaygon said I'm definitely a hobbit. Thank you very much.
Thank God you evolved away from the hairy feet, though.
Well, yeah, I think that...
But maybe that is why your feet always are so cold, because you have no hairs on them anymore.
That might be true, yeah. I don't know which would be better, a warm, hairy feet or the current one that has no hairs, but it's always freezing. Like it feels like sometimes, especially during the winter, that I have 2 ice cubes in the place of my feet. But never mind, it's a generic problem, not only for me, for like several people, probably with bad circulation. So
I used to have very, very cold hands when I was younger.
And now you don't have it. You don't have that
and
anymore?
feet, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. What happened?
I grew up. I don't
Your
know.
blood pressure probably has raised generally, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, amazing. And Martin has joined us on the channel.
Hello,
And
Martin.
Immortal asks, do I have such a big feet? No.
Yeah, you mean immoral?
Immortal. No, he is still immortal on IRC. I'm sorry.
I know.
But yeah, no, not really big feet. Actually, it's like 37, 38, so it's not too big, but still. And I said to Slaygon, we were wondering, because there is like Yala from Fastloaders, definitely he's an elf. Like if we would put people into these categories.
Yes, and spite also.
Spite?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And you wouldn't be in Lord of the Rings because you would be the dark elf. There are dark elves
I would
as
be
well.
the Dark Lord.
No, or Dark Lord, no. No, you would fit into the dark elf category, but dark elves were mentioned like in other novels. So in some novels they were like creatures living like under the surface and
In basements.
and all of that because they could not.
In their basement studios.
Yeah, that fits actually. You see, I told you, it just fits. So yeah, you could be an excellent dark elf, but you couldn't be then in Lord of the Rings. So
Yeah, I'm no Legolas.
no, you're not Legolas. No, that's more like Jarle.
Yeah.
He's
Or
the
Spite.
Legolas type, yeah, or yeah, indeed. Anyway, we have songs to play as well, just so you know. And yeah, I was waiting for this moment to come because finally we got a request from the man who really, really deserves an award this year. And yeah, really, because
No, we didn't get a request from him.
not from him, a request, a song
For-
that
Request for one of his tracks.
a request for one of his tracks. Thank you, dear English teacher. And Immortal requested Johan Andersson and Visbal High Score, featuring Rosa Hayo, which not really sure, but the second part of the name means ship in Hungarian, just so you know. So we don't know what the origin of these things are, but
Sounds Spanish.
that can be as well. You never know. But it's a Whizball track, so
And Johan Andersson.
And Johan Andersson, so
Johan
cheers.
Andersson, who, by the way, soon has moved to a proper place, a bigger place. So he's not in a closet anymore. So he's coming out of his closet, so to speak. And hopefully we'll have a bit of a chat with him shortly. Well, not shortly, but in a few weeks or a month or something like that.
Hopefully.
Yes.
That would be awesome. Indeed. So, Johan Andersson and Visible High Score.
0693, take 5. It's rolling.
Wasn't this a nice Whisper version?
It is. And Johan Andersson, always good.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
Lala just dropped by on YouTube.
Oh, nice
Hello,
to see you
Lala.
around, Lala. How are you doing?
He just dropped by to announce he's lurking in the background, listening.
Cool. Okay. So how are you at the other end of the globe? I guess it's probably a better weather there than here. I'm not really sure.
Where was he? He lived again?
Minneapolis,
Yeah,
around
right.
Minneapolis, kind
Yeah,
of.
probably not a lot better.
But maybe not a lot better, but yeah. You never know. But nice to see you around. So we are looking for your suggestions and favorites from 2019. That would be interesting to hear, actually.
Oh, yes.
So
Throw in a request or two.
Yep, absolutely. And Luna said that it's a known fact that women have worse circulation and get cold sooner. I guess the get cold sooner part is definitely true if I look at anyone else but me. That's very weird. I still have like cold feet and cold hands, but I usually don't get cold. I don't know how this thing works. Like, I'm completely fine in t-shirt when others are like having a jacket on sometimes, but it's I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
These two things are not entirely connected sometimes.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
You are weird. You
Am
women,
I?
mean. I mean, you women.
I know. Yar.
Yarb.
Because you are so normal, right?
Oh, yes, I am.
And you are blurry, by the way.
Yes, I know. I just
Do you know?
noticed. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to do that and fix that. And then, hello. Now I'm not blurry.
Hello, it's great to see that you are not blurry in like 20 seconds for me, because
Yeah. Because the screen where I actually see if I'm blurry or not is to the right of me, so I tend to not look there too often.
okay,
So yeah,
I see. And Richard Wilkinson said, "Nice cat, black and white feet." Yeah,
just white.
they have little white socks.
like
yes,
like small mittens, kittens with mittens.
yeah, they are both having that white thingies. It's just extremely cute.
Yeah, now she sits right next to the one of the chargers. Well, right there. Not charger, but the power converter, because that's warm. Just warming her chin or whatever she does. I don't know.
Yeah, the entire cat is just like a ball, like a fur ball, a big fur ball.
Hairy little ball.
Not little.
Yeah.
Fatso.
Not very little.
Chubby. Not fat fluffy, I know.
And Andy says, I have seen fat cats. Yeah, call him chubby. Yeah.
Pusheen. And I think the next request is like, what to say? Fastloaders, they were very tactical with this, uploading it in like October on Amiga Remix, because it's technically they uploaded it before the BitLive 2019. They did amazing job, by the way, with both of the concerts on Friday and Saturday evening, so they were really marvelous.
And speaking of which, if you backed the Amiga Rocks Kickstarter from Fastloaders, they just released 2 videos for the Kickstarter folks from the event.
Cool. Yeah. So, and we did that too. So, but we had the videos anyway, because, well, that's another story.
Yeah, not those videos. I just got them two days ago.
The properly cut
new edits.
version.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
From multiple sources.
Yeah. So, they uploaded the BitLive 2018 Turrican 2 Desert Rocks version, featuring Chris Hulsbeck, and yes, it's technically qualifying as 2019 remix because they uploaded it in 2019, but they played it live in 2018. So here comes Fastloaders and Turrican 2 for Bitin. Fast loaders! Yay!
Yay! Oh.
The elf and the metal band.
The elf and the metal band?
Yeah.
What? I don't get it.
Well, we talked about the fact that Jarle looks like an elf.
Yeah.
So he could be easily playing as an elf. So I just said the elf and the metal band.
Uh-huh.
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 So, yeah, this is also an option for voting. But this you
definitely.
will find on Amiga Remix.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a very interesting request here. I really like that, actually. Let me have a look. Yeah, so I0 said, "Hello from Car Wash. I don't know where the 2019 remix... I don't know the... No, I'm sorry, I cannot read today. I don't know the 2019 remixes so well yet, so let's select the one with the shortest playtime."
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just do it right now. Get it over with.
Get it-
I0, pay attention. It's short. It's 124.
124, and it's Martin F. Martin.
Martin. Martin.
I don't really know, like, Martin, how to pronounce this, because it's, yeah, it is a bit, like, weird that you have all those consonants after each other, but...
Never mind. It's
Yeah.
not all those consonants.
Not all of them, no. Part.
It's actually just the J at the end. Jn.
Yunif.
Yeah, well, the
No, it's
F
Yunif.
is like the last name or
Yeah,
something.
probably.
I'm presuming because it's a capitalized.
It's like Shetil
Yeah,
like
exactly. Shetil Nossum.
Nasum. Yeah, exactly. So in the case of Martin, we don't know the second name, but he made the shortest C64 remix in...
And we talked way longer than the remixes.
Ah, yeah, we did, but never mind. So
Just play it.
Let's drive to Wedley version.
Play it.
What?
It's 124, and still he managed to get a fade out in there.
Yeah, he did. Probably he was in a hurry. It's test drive, you know. You never know.
Just ad lib sound card sounds on that one.
Yep, and it qualified as the shortest remix of 2019. And now I'm wondering if anyone will ask for the longest. Well, yeah. Yeah, anyway, we have like interesting requests ahead, it seems like. And I think it's like, so far, it's been a nice selection.
Yeah.
So a lot of ideas, and maybe we should talk less, because maybe people should listen to music more this evening, since 4 days left until you can get in your ROTY Awards votes. So
While 4 days left until voting closes, you can
And
say.
I repeated this thing wrongly at least 4 times this
Today.
evening.
Yes.
Yes, this evening. Not today, you don't know, because I might have said that during the workday and you weren't there. So,
That's why
This
I
evening.
said this evening.
yes, exactly. I
Well,
said
oh,
this
you said
evening.
this evening,
I
yeah.
said this evening, not
Yeah.
you.
True.
Finally, something is true that I said. My God. Right. Okay, then. So, the next request was made by Lala. And Lala, we already played one request that you requested as well. It was Leo's Disgrace. It's been already played in this show. But since you had several good suggestions, I would say. And we also played the song from Peter Clark. So maybe we should carry on with another remixer that is with us for a long while. And he provided a lot of great songs. However, this year he wasn't that active as usual. He released only 2 remixes.
Who are we talking about?
MRT.
Yeah, previous year, 2018, I think he released like 6 or 7 or something shit like that.
But
It was
since
a lot. But the ones he has released this year, or 2019 rather, were really good.
yeah, indeed. So he goes for quality.
We appreciate that.
He's really good with quantity as well. So
Yeah.
it's like he is able to balance between those things. Absolutely. And yeah, probably since he won an award last year, if I
He
remember.
thought, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
I peaked. Fuck this shit.
Exactly. So maybe he just sits back and relaxes a little bit. And this would be the human race made by him. MRT and the human race. And Michael Wildhagen said that he said it last year when listening to his X Out remix, and I say it again, he said, this year while listening to the human race remix, I want to marry this track.
Mm-hmm. And MRT.
And MRT and all those great remixes. Well, yeah, well, ask him. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows?
He's just situated in Poland, so yeah,
And-
one of you has to move. But
Yeah.
and speaking of moving, it seems like there are a lot of moving projects going on this year. Like
And Michael might want to ask Sandra first. His wife.
oh yeah, that's an important thing to get an approval from as well. So
Well, maybe
So, yeah.
she finds it interesting.
yeah, indeed. Or well, who knows? You
Yeah,
never know.
Who knows?
Yeah, but regarding moving, a lot of interesting things will happen this year, I think. I will manage move too for my family, it seems like. So it's a big project, especially moving from a house. Like, wow.
The other way around is much, much easier.
Yeah, exactly.
If I were to move back to the flat I had now, it would be next to impossible.
Exactly. You gathered all those stuff up like by all those years. Oh my god, Poco. Hi. Do you have any problems with us sitting here? I think she does. She definitely does. She sounds like someone who is complaining. No, Poco. It's just
That's because she is complaining.
she is complaining. It's just, well, almost 1 hour left. Chill. Jesus Christ.
Almost, no, more than an hour.
Yeah. Well, one thing I'm happy about, though, that they don't have to look for apartments in Sweden, because that's a disaster. Like the renting apartment situation in Sweden is generally a disaster, I think, at least. It was
Yes.
never that difficult, like anywhere, to see how the market is working. It's a completely different type of market that you know of, like in like other parts of Europe, because there are like way more tenants than apartments, and you have to get to a waiting list, and then maybe
that can be like years long.
yeah, and then maybe you will get something. I don't know how all those people survive, actually. Like, what do they do?
They live in their parents' basements. That's
Oh my God.
why I have this studio, because I managed to kick Robin out.
My God, but that is like it's a really difficult situation sometimes.
Ernst Jan Lam just subscribed to us on YouTube.
Oh,
So if
that's
you're not
nice.
subscribed to us on YouTube, you can do so on youtube.com/slayradio.
That sounded like if you are not subscribed to us on YouTube, we will come and get you.
Yeah, we'll come and snip you in your important parts.
Now it's the important parts. Now it became the important part instead of the back part.
Back part? It was never the back part.
The backside, sorry.
It was never the backside either.
Okay, so what was it?
It was the hair or other parts.
I got lost in this logic, but but there is a nice request here ahead, and Immortal wants to hear Fabian Del Priore, who is Rapture, I think.
Yes.
So yeah, he's running tracks on two handles. That's interesting, because he's Rapture on Amiga Remix.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just a Amiga Remix, C64 Remix difference.
Yeah, and anyway, it's a nice C64 remix this time, and it's called Sunset Shuffle Pina Colada Mix. So Fabian Del Priore, aka Rapture. So yes, Armandox.
I know what that is.
So what that is? That strange noise in my ears.
That's your voice. No, I can hear it. Seems to be coming from the left. I don't know. Can you guys hear on the stream if there's this kind of interference noise in there?
I don't think
Like,
that.
or if it's a local phenomenon.
No, I think it's a local phenomenon because otherwise they would point it out because it sounds really shitty in my ears. So I think it would bother them as well. But no one pointed out anything like that yet. So let's hope that they don't hear it at least.
Yeah. Oh well.
But yeah, Fabian Del Priore and Rapture, they are the same person, Armandox. So yes, good that you pointed it out as well. And he uses the Fabian handle on remix.qued.org, and on Amiga Remix, he is Rapture. So yeah, we don't know why, but definitely he produces great tracks.
Indeed.
And Michael, just to answer your question, yes, it's a Yamaha DX7 behind me, and yes, the tractor is there right now on the DX7, and it's not its generic place, but we have to figure out something here in the studio because we don't have more.
It used to be
table.
right here over the Christmas holidays, but I needed some space, so I moved it over there for now. We'll get a small table or something that will be sitting next to where Ziona is sitting right now, on the right side, I guess. So we could peruse that thingy on the live show at some point.
That thingy?
Would actually look nice to switch it on and have all the nice lights from it.
I would love that. And well, I would... that's the thing. I would love to tweak it, like, really. But since I took on a project last year that I have to finish off, and I'm really, really at the end of the tunnel right now, but still I have some to-dos to do. I was... To do. Yeah, so I was diligent and I was taking care of the job first. So that's why I kind of put it aside, because I knew that if I'm gonna start to play with it, I'm not going to complete anything that should be completed. So no. So that is why I should put it aside. And yes, that was painful, like right after getting it. And yes, now it's very noisy in my ears, so I really think we should do something about it. But
it sounds like some cable is kind of looping onto something that should be grounded. I'll have a check.
Yeah, and it's randomly happening, so it's definitely not generated
I'm gonna have
by
a
the
look
mic.
shortly.
But never mind. So yes, I'm looking forward to start to use it, because I will definitely get stuck with it, and then there would be nothing else existing except that. So yeah, it has to be a dedicated time when we start to deal with it, and now I continuously hear the noise. It's awful.
I'll check shortly, I said.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you.
So
it
doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, take those off. You don't need them.
Yeah, I don't need them.
Yeah.
I will just announce the next song playing. Hagar wants to hear.
Hello, Hagar.
Hagar. Sorry.
He is one of the ops on the IRC channel on Slay Radio.
And he sounds like he is a Viking.
He is.
Surprisingly.
Hagar the horrible.
So he wants to hear Master of Cowbells and Erebus Master of Cowbells Bok Mix. So that's what we are going to play from last year.
Blink, blink. Blink, blink, blink. Blink, blink, blink. Blink, blink, blink. Blink.
And you think you certainly improved the song with these sound effects.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Now it's awesome.
But disclaimer, these sound effects are not part of the song, just in case you want to judge the song based on Slaygon's sound effects that he added. It's important to add because people might not vote for the song because of that.
Oh, they are stupid, so they don't notice I do plinky plink at the end.
Obviously, this is what I thought. Jesus Christ. Right. So, Ziduder says, Ziona, it's about time to start 2020. Yeah, we know. We are so sorry. Yeah, well, yeah, it was... we had a really bad cold, actually, like the first week. And originally, well, technically we could have started like 1 second. That was completely impossible because that was the time when it actually started to happen. And then the next week was still full on cold, so I barely got out of it. I think I got out of it like on the weekend, on the past weekend. So that was the difficult part, and it didn't really help that we had to adjust back from the holiday cycle, which means that we are up until like 3-4 a.m. at least.
It's just silly nights, kind of owls, both of us. So it kind of the days kind of slip away very, very easily into being nights.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously we finished the day later, but when we started to work, both of us, we had a really hard time to adjust it back. And yeah, we were like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and are you sleepy? Not yet. What should we do? Oh my God. So yeah, it's partially, this was also causing, I think, the longevity of the sickness that I had, because I was just not able to recover. Without enough sleep, your cold can last like, I don't know, longer, definitely longer than with sleep. So that didn't make it easier. Yeah.
Yeah, you need your sleep. That's for sure.
And Ziduder asked that, well, he said that I'm excused because of the beauty sleep. Well, it wasn't only a beauty sleep, that's the thing. So if the beauty would only the one that is requiring it, I would be fine, but no. So, yeah.
Yeah, but what's my excuse? Yeah, I have
You
none.
were sick too, actually. I got it from him. He was sick first. So that we got it in a row. After each other.
Well, we kind of had a bit of an overlap there for like 3 or 4 days or something.
Yeah, give it to me, baby. Anyway.
iSpeak says on IRC, I need to buy a dirt-colored car so I don't have to wash ever.
That's a good good thinking. I like that.
Excellent. Yeah.
I partially ordered a lot of hoodies, like stay-at-home clothes, so to speak.
You also ordered this hoodie.
Oh, that's another story, but that was one of his Christmas gifts, yeah. So he got a personalized hoodie with his album, because I thought that album cover is so gorgeous, he has to have it on something. And no one sees the album cover because it's on his back, obviously. But
it's there.
Yeah, it is there.
Actually, we can do this. Let's do that, and I'll stand over here. I don't know if it's visible, but I'll stand here for a little while so you can move your RC window out of the way and see if you can actually see that thing there. But
we still have
right
to
there.
Yeah, it's right there. Believe it or not, it's right there. And it's a very nice artwork. So
by Trevor Story.
Yeah. And the thing is, well, it's not really visible.
No,
it's not visible at all.
Yeah, it's too dark. I should have grabbed the spotlight over there, but never mind.
Well, sorry about that. But yeah, the reason why I ordered the hoodies for myself is because they are gray, and we have gray cats, and the rest you can guess why. So living with cats means essentially that any sort of clothes that you leave out will get some cat fur on them, even if they didn't rub themselves to your clothes. Somehow they get the cat fur. I don't understand.
I'm gonna do this now.
Oh my god, yes, you have to
There
show
we
it
go.
off. Yes.
Now you should be able to see it. God damn it. Oh, now you got these snowflakes again.
Yes, I always get the snowflakes on Facebook. The emojis are buggy there over the video. That's why I got snowflakes.
The emojis.
Emoji.
Snowflakes.
Emoji. Isn't it
Yeah.
emoji?
Emoji, yes. No.
No, it didn't
Fucking
work out.
what is
Don't
it now?
try. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
worth
yeah,
it. It's,
fuck it.
It's fine.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yes, it is.
I'll just post a fucking picture.
Yeah, it
At
would
some
be
point.
better that way at
Yeah.
one point. And, well, we
I can
have...
try this. Yeah. There we go. Now, that's better. Yeah, look at that.
Too bad that we have a delay, so I'm not
Yeah,
seeing
well,
it real time. But
You'll see it shortly.
and for how many seconds do you want to keep it there? Okay, now you're turning. Fine. Nice. But I'm really happy that you're happy about it. So yeah, it's nice to see that. I was actually struggling with that because I had to get the font somehow, and I couldn't find it with whatthefont.com. And I was sneakily checking you while you were like doing something there in Photoshop, and then I noticed the font's name. So I was really sneaky. I did not want to let you know what am I doing and why am I needing it, but I managed to see it. So nice. That was a really nice movement there that you did. And Malthus, hopefully still with us, he says, okay, how about a nice second request just because? Mule by Magnar. And the interesting thing about this song is that the file info says that it was released in 2013. However, he uploaded in
2013 is the year he wrote the thing for some game that was supposed to be an updated Mule.
Okay.
But that never got released. So in 2019 he uploaded it to RKO.
Excellent. Okay, thank you for the info. So, yeah, Magnar for Malthus.
Magnar of Sensor Design.
don't type too hard because the song has ended.
Yes, I know.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Because you didn't look like you know that.
Yeah, I heard and I saw because I have this thingy my bob here in the corner of my eye, so I see when you switch the microphones on and off.
You have the thingamabob.
This.
That thingamabob, right?
Yes. And later on, it's going to be even more obvious when I get the controller surface thingy up and
Your
running.
web application.
Yes, exactly.
You had a lot of CSS questions to ask.
A couple.
A couple.
A couple.
Yeah, I will probably take off this like until we sort this noise out because it's really awful sometimes when it gets in. I don't know how much part of it is audible in the microphone because to me it's like when it's in my ears it's really really loud. So maybe something goes through.
It sounds like there's like a cable that is running into some grounding problem internally on our system here.
Yeah.
Not on the stream. So the headphone splitter maybe or something like that. I do not know. We need to figure that out at some point, but yeah.
Talking about headphone splitter, first we believed that the tractor that I got
need to fix that.
was faulty because we got a pair of headphones with it and we needed like at least 1 hour to figure out that it's not the console itself but the pair of headphones. And since the pair of headphones were new, of course no one suspected that it will be the pair of headphones. So that was kind of fun and we had to check it like on several sources, and on several sources I went with the same headphones to test it, so that was kind of very useful. So yeah, but I'm happy that Armandox confirms that there is no noise there.
Yeah, Luna and Andrew, said that earlier on when I asked previously as well. Nothing like that on this stream itself, so I'm thinking it's the headphone splitter that is fucked.
I hate headphone splitters nowadays. I have too many adventures with them, like in the latest months. Yeah.
Well, it's not a headphone amplifier, I guess that would be.
I don't know. Anyway, Lord Evil is with us, and he wants to hear a nice remixer's work who is called Monty, and it's the Barry McGugan World Champ Boxing knockout mix. And about Monty, it's a very interesting thing to mention that he released a few songs.
He has the second shortest remix of the year as well.
Yes, he has the second shortest remix, indeed. And also, he released a couple of tunes on the 1st January of 2019. So it's like, I don't know how this have happened, but the previous year ended and he kind of, I don't know, or your import date was wrong, sorry about that, but he released a couple of tunes in 2019 anyway, even if it's not on the 1st January. Yeah, you imported it.
Yeah,
It's
the import dates are usually the dates we do shows.
Yeah, anyway, yeah. But yeah, he was busy in 2019, so it's worth to check out his works. He has 664 remixes from 2019, and this one goes for Lord Evil. Well,
Short one.
The funny thing is that this was also a short one, and he also managed to do a fade out, despite that it was a short one. So, yeah, it happens, but it was Monty. So it would be also great to check it out soon. Who did the most of the remixes in 2019? But we will get back to that soon as well. And CG Warlock has joined the channel as well.
Hello.
And Martin Land is finishing with his White Russian to mix it up. So now he's ready to drink it.
So soon he will be in a proper dance mood.
No, he's always in
Yeah,
proper
that is
dance
true.
mood without drinking. I know because I'm the same. I know it very well. And this year he promised to come to our party to dance.
That's good.
Hopefully there will be an opportunity for that. I think there will be. So, yeah, I'm not afraid. Yeah, but looking good so far. And, well, we have about a little bit more than half hour left to show you some tracks from the past year. And this track was so short that I just realized that I kind of barely was prepared for the next one. You should say something. You should help me out.
I should.
But you don't want to. And, Armandox. Armandox, I have such a... Well, hang on a minute. No, I might not, because I'm not going to listen to the import date here. Jesus Christ. The import date is silly. But no, it's bad news for you, because you want to hear OJ Oscillation and Paperboy sub
Paperboy,
2.
yeah. Who?
and
Armandox?
Armandox, yeah.
because he's
and-
gonna do a remix of that.
And he gave us a reason why, just because I'm making a completely different remix of this tune. But the bad news is that it was released in 2020. So the problem is that it's not from 2019. And no, you cannot vote for it on ROTY Awards yet because, well, obviously songs from 2019 qualify.
Yeah, so you will be competing directly against that one then.
Yeah. Yeah, so, probably we have to get you a second request somehow. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, feel free to get back to me if you want to hear anything else from 2019. And I think we get back to Lala now, because there were two songs actually that he requested that we already played in the show. Funnily enough, of course, he has a great taste as well, right? So
Indeed.
obviously he will ask for the best of the best. And the first one, actually we played it first, Cream of the Earth, that he also wanted to hear. But he also wanted to hear Peter Clark and Defender of the Crown, the elves story. And if we're talking about elves, and if we are talking about long songs, we might actually fade it out like sooner, because it's 9 minutes 22 seconds.
It's a long one. I think that was the second longest remix.
The second longest.
Yeah, was it Peter Clark?
Yes.
Yeah, 9:22. Yeah, the longest one is Amon Ra and Dark Side, and the second longest one is this one.
And how long is the longest one?
12 minutes 4 seconds.
Oh, that's a nice achievement. Okay, then. So yeah, here comes a piece of Peter Clark and Defender of the Crown, and most likely we will play majority of the song.
In edisiä vartara duun, alfatar liena efase kin finalfin. I airadol, viter önuinu anor, sargin vanat, endas jo alfanui, ti faras trunen. Ammandaron alinon, nugelang hen fideb ai nai dire dar. Nugol jua den athron don, tolen gurna valanor ide dana.
So amazing piece made by Peter Clark.
Oops, sorry. Hold on. Apparently the left and right channels are mixed up on YouTube, so I'm gonna fix that right now for you, Lala. Hold on. One channel gone. Both channels gone, and now we switched over to the right side. There we go.
Excellent. Okay. So, well, thank you for the information, and well, let's hope that this will do the trick. Now the noise has stopped, at least temporarily, in my ears, so I'm very happy about that because it was really annoying. And yeah, this is an excellent song, and go check it out. It's more than 9 minutes, and I kind of start to panic now-ish because we have so many great songs still, and there is 27 minutes left of this evening. So it's such a pity because seriously, it was a great year for the remix scene. And if you don't believe me, just go to Remix 64 and check it out. I'll provide you the 2 exact links to do so. It's really worth to check it out, and make sure that you use that 4 days left time until Sunday, probably midnight, because that's the
somewhere around there, yeah.
voting deadline. Yeah. So the next request is Immortal's request, and it's Dr. Future and Year Kung Fu. Year Kung Fu. Yeah. So Dr. Future released 3 remixes in 2019. So that's the latest one from June. And it was released on my birthday. Yeah. That's so nice.
Nice birthday gift.
Yeah, indeed. Dr. Future, Year Kung Fu 2. And you can vote for it. And once he's stopping beatboxing, I would probably be able to talk as well.
Well, you can talk.
Well, I can technically talk, that's very true, but how much will be heard? We don't know. A lot. Or should I talk to the rhythm?
Yeah, give us a poem.
Oh, right.
In the rhythm of Year Kung Fu.
Nah. Too late, and I feel too brain dead for such an improvisation right now.
I still think Rhino Owen's version of that is one of the best ever made.
Well,
One of the best remixes, actually.
Not really surprising. It's Rhino Owen.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah.
Rhino
But unfortunately, Overhand, Mr. Overhand didn't release anything in 2019. Too bad.
No, he didn't.
No,
He's
he
been on
didn't.
tour and whatnot with whatever.
Yeah, too bad. Too bad for us. But
Yes, indeed.
what do you mean talk French?
Who?
I did I did join. Yeah, right. I'm sorry, Armandox. I didn't understand first why you say talk French. Erica just joined. Yeah. I joined back to the video stream because I realized that it was kind of stopped. And
It keeps doing that every now and then. Facebook is funny. And today YouTube is funny. I've had a bunch of dips. It just goes to 0 viewers. Okay, so I think I offended everyone.
No, maybe it drops out the, I don't know, the listeners, or the connection gets lost. I don't know.
It doesn't drop the connections because my connection was still going.
Okay.
It's just the statistics that are a bit fucked up.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, kind of.
But since Armandox was a few days off with his request in terms of 2019, because he requested a 2020 song, now he has a second request. And I like his request because it's made by Gerd Ball, and Gerd Ball is a good one, definitely. Opidia and Meadows Edge, and wanna request something fresh and something that immediately spoke to me while playing it. So yeah, definitely. Here you go, and this is an Amiga remix. Amiga remix by Garrett Ball, who also did,
Amiga.
who didn't do only Amiga, because he did 64 remixes as well. So check out his works, because he's really good.
Indeediums.
Just out of curiosity, I'm going to check how many. He is very active, by the way, in the latest 2 years. And it seems like he did 7 remixes, 64 remixes. Yeah.
That's very active.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I did 1.
You definitely did 1. And it's a very nice one as well. So,
Well, then, there was 7 on the album. So technically 8 in 2019.
yeah, but we spoke about it, that they are not like votable.
Yeah, they're not part of the ROTY thing. But it's a pity that there's so few albums that they can't be part of the voting thing. But yeah, would be interesting if there would be more albums released. Like, not part of the Kickstarter things or anything like that. Or maybe it doesn't matter really if they are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I
but
don't know. There's just not very many albums released, or 64 related albums at least.
Yeah.
Or Amiga for that matter.
Yeah, but well, I guess you did a not I guess, I know. You did a great job with the Light Force remix as well, and you ended up being on the 2nd place.
You'll have the medal right there.
Yeah, exactly. And you were followed by Mordi and Leah, so it was a very nice result, I think.
Yeah, and I think they should have at least come 2nd, Mordi and Leia.
Well, no worries about that. They will still come today, because I think they are really nice for wind down tune, and
Indeed.
definitely it's going to happen. But now I think I will play something, because still we have time, and the more songs we play today, the better. So here's a piece that wasn't really well requested, but I think it deserves some attention. It's Anthony Walters and Steel Ranger, title Epic Hollywood Mix.
Yes.
Mm. So, Anthony Walters and Steel Ranger title Epic Hollywood Mix, and I don't like the fact that sometimes you don't take away the screen now and we are visible during the entire song, because I think, some people might get really annoyed that I'm constantly moving my legs. So it's
fine.
no, it's not fine.
Yes, it is
It's
fine.
fine for me at least, but probably not for them. It's not
It's
the best
fine.
visual ever.
You're enjoying the music.
Yes, I do, but
Yeah.
this is not really something very appealing to see.
It is. What's not appealing about someone enjoying the music?
Well, I don't
wonder.
know, since I learned that for some people it's really offensive, well, not offensive, but bad if I'm blowing my nose.
Well, that's kind of a
front of-
different thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is it?
Yes, entirely different.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's just you never
Trust
know.
me, I know it's different.
I know that some people get annoyed even by seeing that someone is moving their
then
legs,
they can,
like Boz, for instance.
Then they can stop looking at the video streams and listen to the relay.
Oh, well, okay.
Because there we are not visible at all.
Yeah, that is very true. So, yeah, maybe this is the best thing to do. Who knows?
Oh, and C64 Glenn joined us. Hello.
And Andrishka joined us on Facebook as well.
Yes, he did.
Hi, Andrishka.
Hello.
He is one of my oldest friends. Not
How
by
old is
not
he?
by age, not by age. But yeah, we have met in '99 on a demo scene party in Budapest first. So that's fun. It's like now it's been actually it happened in January. That means that it's 21 years old friendship now. Wow, that's cool. Well, we should celebrate at one point.
Yeah, so kind of almost as old as Slay Radio. Or half a year older than Slay Radio.
Yeah, actually, yes. And talking about Slay Radio...
No, actually half a year younger than Slay Radio.
Younger?
Yes.
Because it's...
August 99.
Yeah, Slay Radio is younger than that means than our friendship.
When was this party? January
99.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
no, I thought you said 2000. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, anyway, talking about anyway and anywho, I started to broadcast on Slay Radio 3 years ago.
Only took you 17 years. Wow,
yeah, I know.
Must be some sort of speed record.
No, it technically took me 14 years because I joined first in 2003, I think. So I kind of learned of the existence of Slay Radio around 2003. And yeah, it took a while, but we got there finally. That's a great thing, I guess.
Yeah, we did.
So, yeah. Yeah, I have like 2 songs left, and yes, there will be a slight extension because we talked a lot. So sorry about that. But I think we have to feature your beloved guitarist from Greece, who did an amazing rock metal cover of Golden Axe this year.
Yes, and he also provided guitars for me on the album for the Knuckle Busters track.
And it became really badass with
Yeah,
those guitars.
It's great.
So make sure to check it
Rocks
out.
hard.
Yep, and yeah, Golden Axe. Vakilis Papadopoulos and Golden Axe rock metal cover. Really cool one.
Andrew Kroll on YouTube has a good point regarding the leg movement and whatnot. He says, "What the fuck, Ziona? Just don't pick your nose and it's all good."
Just don't pick your nose?
Yeah.
Did I pick my nose?
No.
I did not talk about nose picking. I
No,
was talking
but-
about nose blowing.
Yeah.
That's a different
it's
stuff.
fine. As long as you don't pick your nose, you're fine.
Well, that's good to hear. No, just so you know, to some people it's I didn't know that, but to some people it's very painful to hear that you are blowing your nose. So some people prefer to go out to the bathroom, and in my case it's a cumbersome thing to do because sometimes like once in every 5 minutes I have to do that, so it's not really easy, but yeah, it's manageable, sure, when I don't have a cold, because when I do, then fuck no, that's kind of a no-go for me. But yeah, that we are very different, like each one of us, so you never know that for whom it might be painful to see leg movements, like boss regularly want me to stop because then he will start it as well. So
yeah, but that's a bit different because when he has a problem, it's when you're sitting right next to him.
yeah, but I'm not kicking him at least. So.
No. But if you're sitting right next to him, he has that in the corner of his eye, like in the same room. You know, it's
Yeah.
different from seeing someone moving to a beat. That's completely different.
Yeah, but putting it to a video stream is not really necessary.
No, but it's completely different.
Yeah, okay.
To moving to music as opposed to sitting in a room having a discussion and someone is frenetically moving their legs all the time. It's like, that's a different thing.
Yeah, it is a different thing. And well, since it looks like we approached the end of the show, probably we should not talk about leg
We
movements here.
have
But
arrived.
way more important things.
Christ fuck! Andrew Kroll says.
So way more important things. Go to remix64.com and make sure you filter out the 2019 songs. It's quite easy if you go to the music and 64
filter
and
in.
Amiga charts.
Or filter in.
Filter in, in or out.
Yeah, because if you filter them out, then you see everything else except the 2019 ones.
Yeah, that's a good point. So anyway, try to listen to the 2019 songs. There are a couple of them that are still excellent and we haven't played them because shortage of time, unfortunately, and because we had several other requests, but Yoge Lilia Dal did a remix, for example, that is on the third place of the ranking right now. Then
He
make
always
sure
does good stuff.
Make sure to pay attention, to the releases of ROTY Party and Back in Time Live remix competition, because there were several amazing releases there. New project initiated, Graphite 3.6 plus 3.6 by Vincenzo Necropolo and friends. So just make sure that you check it out as well.
Yes, and I need to reiterate what I said earlier in the show, and Lala just said the same on YouTube. And vote on Amiga Remix 2. Pretty pleased with Cherry on the fucking top!
Cherry on the fucking top?
Yeah, he didn't. So I may have kind of added a few words in there.
Aha, okay. He didn't say with cherry on the fucking top.
No,
I'm pretty sure of that, but
he
yeah,
did not.
yeah. Please go to check out the Amiga remixes as well, because we had a very tight competition last year, and we don't want that to happen again, because it's awkward, and it's better if we have like big differences, and basically the voting system gives. Each one of the tracks that you vote for 1 point, so there's no difference in that, which I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but anyway, this is how it works. So you can vote for as many songs as you want, and all entries receive equal scores, but at least you can vote for all of them that you like, so make sure to do so until midnight, actually, Sunday. So there
midnight CET, I guess.
CET, yeah, that's important as well. So 3 days, 1 hour and 53 minutes left for finishing the voting. Make sure you do that. And I guess we will be back next week with our regular Thursdays from now on. So it should not be a problem if we are not super sick or anything. And make sure that you tune into Boss Radio as well if you want to hear some live shows with some music from 60s onwards. And each day you have different broadcaster there. So yeah, I think we kind of covered it.
I think we did. For the most part, but like you said earlier, head over to Remix 64 and check the charts for 2019, and make sure to play through the lot. Maybe not, but at least, I don't know, maybe top 50 to get a good idea of what's been released. So
yeah, indeed. And you wouldn't regret, that's for sure, because they're really nice remixes.
It's good
Nearly
stuff.
200 of them made the last year. And we picked also one of the community's favorites, After Bit Live, because it was a Bit Live release, ended up on the 3rd place. And this is the tune that we're gonna exit with. And it's made by Morty of the Year, featuring Leo.
Morty of the Year.
And yeah, I'm not sure that this is encouraging for voting, but
well, it's a different song anyway. It doesn't matter.
yeah, but
And this one actually has better vocals on it.
well, definitely better vocals than the ones that you just provided.
Exactly my point.
Okay.
So play it.
Okay, so
And,
before that, let's say goodbye properly.
Okay,
Jesus.
goodbye.
No,
Oh, you. Oh, okay.
properly.
Oh, properly.
Properly.
Bye-bye.
Is this properly for you?
Well, it depends. We'll be back next Thursday, but
Yeah,
thank you
okay,
everyone
so we
for
shouldn't even say
joining.
goodbye then. Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
now
okay. Can I say goodbye then?
go ahead.
Thank you everyone for joining us, and we'll see you next Thursday. And as this is the first show of the year, Happy New Year, and hope this year will bring you everything you ever wished for.
Indeed. Let's hope so. And
Bye.
have a good night. See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
www.slayradio.org.